Hi, today I am doing the edit on the apartment clean out and move for Christopher and Jeremy. This is, what do I say here? Oh, yeah, about the camera. Um, those, I put it on the wall. I don't know if you know about it, but there's like these metal strips that go on the corner underneath around the sheetrock, and then they put mud over it. The it's called mud, but it's the stuff that goes over the sheetrock to cover all the imperfections and stuff. And anyway, the GoPro fit right there on the wall, so that's where it stayed the whole time, basically, except for a couple of times where I put it in the bathroom or whatever. I didn't have a tripod at the time, even though I didn't know Jeremy had a tripod in his room that he was going to throw away. And I'm glad he didn't throw it away because I was going to ask him about it. He has a camera as well. He thought it was broken, but it was not. And so luckily he didn't throw that away. But I didn't know it at the time because it was in his room. And I was busy out here trying to do stuff. But anyway, it all worked out. It stuck to the wall just fine. It did fall down a couple of times. But so this is day one. It was Friday, July 26th. And I ordered pizza somewhere along in here. And Anthony and Tiffany and Junior and Avery. Anthony, my oldest son, Tiffany, his wife, and then Junior, my oldest grandson, and Avery, my youngest grandson, are going to be here soon. And you will notice, people are. It's hard to move someone else. It's hard to pack someone else, I guess I should say. And that's what we were doing here, packing and moving and cleaning and chilling out and eating. And, it was kind of like just a laid back kind of thing here. Now, one thing that did change the plans was where we were kind of rushed a little. Well, there's a couple of things. One, okay, in July, the end of July is one of the biggest moving times of the year. We didn't think about that. And when Christopher was on the phone with the U-Haul, he wanted the U-Haul for at least 2 days. But the woman, I was saying 3 days. He was saying 2 days. And the woman's like, well, why don't you just get it for 1 day? And if you need to extend it, you can. Well, that was a lie. And I mean, a straight up lie. She knew this, and she knew. Oh, and then also he was supposed to pick up the truck in Lawrence and reserve it in Lawrence, which is where he lives, and ended up I had to get it in Topeka. And so that threw things off a little bit. And then the storage unit, excuse me, was closed, or they were locking up. Okay, this time right here is around dinner time. I don't remember exactly what time. 4 or 5. It was evening time, around dinner time. I really can't remember. Anyway, the storage unit gate locked at 9. So, and we didn't find that out until me and Christopher went over there to get the key. Or whatever the steps he needed to go through, which that was an ordeal. He had to call customer service because the office was locked. And, it seems like there's always a catch to something in life. But that's life. So at the last minute, he canceled that storage unit and picked another storage unit that was 15 miles away, somewhere around in there, 20 miles away, in the country, next to the cornfield. And that was something that he could he could go into anytime. It's supposed to be 24-hour availability or access. So those were the things. See, he's on the phone right there with U-Haul, I'm pretty sure. And that was Christopher on the phone. And this is Angel. I guess I need to introduce people. Me, Angel, Christopher, and Jeremy's probably in his room. Camera fell down. And I also had the camera plugged in, so sometimes, here's my grandkids and my son and my daughter-in-law, my son Anthony. They brought the pizza, which I ordered from Casey's. Casey's is, I don't know if Casey's is everywhere in America, but we have Casey's here, and they have good pizza. So Anthony and Tiffany, on their way, I ordered it on the app, and they went and picked it up. So that worked out great. Like I said, it's a laid back, chill kind of pack and move and clean and talking and eating and all that. But I will I was gonna say I'll stop talking here for a minute, but so I'll give you a background. Christopher and Jeremy lived here for 5 years, and they didn't really ever do any deep cleaning or anything. And it's upstairs, which you'll see later. It's one of those apartments that's, you go in the front door and then there's stairs to go up. And those are a pain in the butt to move in and out of, in my opinion. And so when they moved there, they didn't, obviously when you live somewhere and for any amount of time, but especially for 5 years, you accumulate things and you upgrade things. Well, they didn't have that couch when they moved in, and Christopher bought that couch and found out that it was very heavy and very hard to move in. Luckily, going up the stairs is a lot different than going down the stairs, though, so that was a little easier, but still, going up a whole flight of stairs, and then the stairs are like, you go down one way and there's a landing, and then you go down, it turns the other way and you go down the opposite way, so you have to maneuver things around the curve or around the corner and stuff. Just a pain. But anyway, it's it all worked out. Luckily, Christopher and Jeremy had lots of help, and then it ends up that everyone was here this day, or this night, I should say. It was evening. Can't really remember what time exactly. But so here we go. We've got Bernie Mac on the TV there. Love Bernie Mac. R.I.P. And also, I was going to say this later in the video when we're cleaning, is the reason why we weren't, or Christopher and Jeremy weren't too concerned, like cleaning. Okay, they're gonna redo this whole apartment. They're gonna redo the flooring. They're gonna redo the carpet. They're gonna obviously repaint. They're putting in new ceiling fans. They're putting in new blinds. They're putting in new cabinet fronts, new countertops, new appliances. I can't remember. In the kitchen and the bathrooms, they're redoing all that. And so that's why, Christopher asked what he needed to do, because he's trying to get the security deposit back. Like, obviously you want to do that. You want to get as much money as you can back. So I think they were pretty lenient on them. One, because they'd been there for 5 years, and two, because they were going to remodel it anyway. So you'll see us later on, cleaning the floorboards or the baseboards because that's what they requested for the repainting of it. They wanted those cleaned up. It's pretty minimal request, and there was even a hole in the bedroom door, one of the bedroom doors that you'll see that they told Christopher not to worry about. And I cleaned all the appliances and everything, even though it was more for just in case. I didn't want them to, throw that back at Christopher and Jeremy as a cleaning fee, even though they were going to replace it anyway. I just cleaned them anyway, just in case. So here goes the heavy move of the couch, and there was a little bit of frustration and amongst brothers on how to get this over the rail, and the easiest way. And then we lose our seating here too, which is fine. I mean, it's expected. It wasn't fine, but it was expected. We did have some seats by the table and the dining room table. This couch is really heavy. And the Christmas decorations, those were driving me nuts. I put those up 2.5 years ago. And they liked Christmas decorations, so they never took it down. And I couldn't reach them because I used a chair, and the chair that I used was no longer accessible. They had it in their storage closet out on the patio, and I couldn't. Stuff was piled up on it. So the Christmas decoration tinsel stuff, whatever it is, on the curtain rod there, stayed there the whole time. And then that stuff that was above the kitchen window, whatever you call that little window that goes into the kitchen, that was there at the beginning of the video. Now it's gone. And that little dolly came in handy. That man at the U-Haul threw it in for free. That U-Haul thing was frustrating because we were stressing out. We were like, how are we going to get this move done in 24 hours? Which is really not 24 hours, because I think I picked the truck up at 4. No, wait. No, I picked it up at noon. That's right. And we had to have it back by noon. But by the time, I got to Lawrence, it was more like 1:30. Actually, yeah, it was in the afternoon when I got there, now that I think about it. And then Tiffany and Anthony and the boys got there around dinner time, like I said. But my camera fell. Yeah, I don't remember which part of this video where me and Christopher left for a while to go across town to get the key or whatever for the storage unit. Because the storage unit at that place came with a lock. And he didn't know that it was basically all self. They have the lock. There's like a seal on the outside of the storage door. You break the seal, and then inside is the lock. And the seal is just, plastic. Anyone could get in there, really. So but it was just stressful because we thought we had to get moved within 2 hours. Get everything loaded and moved over there and unloaded by the time the gate locked on you or whatever. That's why he changed storage places. Unfortunately, it was 15, 20 miles away, the opposite way. Like, okay, the U-Haul like I said, we got in Topeka. I had to drive it to Lawrence, and the U-Haul is you pay per mile. It was like $1 a mile, basically. I can't remember exactly the amount. So that's a lot of miles. And then from Topeka to Lawrence is like 25 miles to their apartment, and then from their apartment to the storage unit was another 20, which was south of Lawrence. And then you had to come back to Topeka. That equals to be about 45 miles from the location of the storage unit to Topeka. And then they had to drive it past the U-Haul to bring it to my house in Topeka, because they had to unload Jeremy's things, because Jeremy was moving his things into my house. And so that's quite a bit of dollar per mile, and a considerable amount added to it that Christopher wasn't expecting. It did all work out. Like I said, he was planning on having the U-Haul for 2 days minimum, but that guy, they threatened to call the police on you for theft of the vehicle and all kinds of stuff. Even though I know they can't do that, within a day or two. But I did promise that man that I would have it back within 24 hours. But it just added more stress. We did end up getting it done, like I said. Now, the second TV, I don't know if you can see that TV in the corner. His friend graciously let him have it. And then Anthony was asking Christopher, does it work? He says, oh, I don't know. I've never plugged it in. We plug it in and the screen's bashed. You can't. It's unusable. So yeah, his friend left him some trash. So nice. Now right here, I don't know. Sometimes my kids get into conversation. They disagree, as people do. It's just a discussion. Not really a disagreement. Like, how could this be? Like the flat earth. That was the discussion. And that's why those arms pointing up and to the side. And somewhere in here, there was this discussion about, is the earth flat or round? It's an interesting thing to think about. I don't know. I think it's round. But I can't eliminate it being flat either, because I don't know. I mean, we're making pretty good progress here, considering no one's really, a few people are just, chit-chatting. It's hard. Like I said, it's hard to pack somebody's stuff for them. For me, it is anyway. You don't know where they want it. You don't know what they want to keep and throw away. And they did throw away a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff was dresser. There was a dresser, like furniture type things, chairs, dresser. They were in good shape. There was nothing wrong with them. It was just, goodbye for the night. It was just, they didn't want the stuff anymore, or didn't want to, move it and haul it around. So, I think I'll just sit and let you watch for a minute. At some point, me and Christopher go to Home Depot, and I've been editing this video for quite a while, and several, weeks now, off and on, and I can't remember where I put, I just came across the video, but it was of us going to Home Depot, but it was overlaid. And I don't know why it was overlaid. So anyway, I'll be quiet for a while and let's I guess enjoy watching the move and the cleanup.
Snowflakes fall on the ground, silent steps, no one around. Flutes play softly in the mist, chimes echo, feel the twist. Mystical night sky so bright, northern lights dance in delight. Drums beat hearts in rhythm, whisper secrets, hear the hymn. Feel the magic in the air, ancient tales everywhere. Nordic spirits come alive, hip-hop beats make it fly. Frozen lake shimmer in time, wolves howl songs in a line. Flutes and drums weave the lore, chimes ring, echo through the core. Hear the whispers in the breeze, elders' voices through the trees. Rhythms mix old and new, dance the night till the dew. Feel the magic in the air, ancient tales everywhere. Nordic spirits come alive, hip-hop beats make it fly. Feel the magic in the air, ancient tales everywhere. Nordic spirits come alive, hip-hop beats make it fly. Feel the magic in the air, ancient tales everywhere. Nordic spirits come alive, hip-hop beats make it fly. Hear the magic in the air, ancient tales everywhere. Nordic spirits come alive, hip-hop beats make it fly. Whisper of the wind in the summer's light, echoes through the forest in the dead.
As I'm watching this video, I thought I would share, and sorry, my birds are talking right now. And I thought I would share that I am, I am in amazement at how I changed my life. And as far as being able to stand up and do things like this, there was a period of time, like 12 to 15 years, probably 15 or so, and maybe even longer than that, where I didn't do much of anything. I have back problems, and I let that get to my head, and I let myself feel sorry for myself and got on pain pills to try to help the pain. And then I ended up just staying in bed all the time. I was depressed. I was on pain pills. I smoked a pack and a half of cigarettes a day, and I drank two 2-liter jugs of Pepsi. I know people have probably heard me say that before, but I literally could not live without my Pepsi and ice. And I basically lived off of that. I don't know how I survived Pepsi, cigarettes, and pain pills for so many years. But I did. And one day I quit all of it all at once. Oh, I was also on antidepressants and anti-inflammatories. And I weighed over 205 pounds. I think that's the highest record from my doctor's office that I've seen on my records is 205 pounds. I'm supposed to weigh 130-ish. But I just thought I'd share that about me. Also, I didn't do any gig work until I started getting better. And that was in December of 2018, by the way, when I stopped all that. And then 2020, I changed my diet to like a keto kind of diet, low carb, ketovore, carnivore, more heavier on the meat than anything else. But not that that's here nor there. I just thought I'd share that. And all right, I'll stop talking and let you watch the video. One more thing. And I just want to say, don't give up. Life will get better. There are many, many times I wanted to give up, and I did. But the universe wanted me here, so I'm still here, and I promised if I was still here, then I would I would get out of bed, get up and do something. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm sharing my life on YouTube and my story. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Dancing through the trees, glow in the air, hip hop in the breeze without a care. Stars they twinkle, sky so deep, rhythm sprinkle, dreams we keep. Feel the beat.
Can't find the blind at the door.
Yeah, the blinds are way back. Free popcorn. I don't know how many he wants. 5 is good.
Flutes they call, chimes
We're trying to find oven cleaner. Okay, do you want to get heavy duty scrubbers? I'm telling you that the bathrooms are going to be heck. That's
Get heavy duty one.
not the bathroom, but the showers. Okay,
I have a scrub brush already back at the house.
oven cleaner. Hey, ask him. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Something heavy duty. Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No. Yeah, the mini blinds that you just saw get cut were supposed to be for the patio door, and we were trying to make sure the width was right, and we kept telling the guy that it was for a patio door, but it's not his responsibility or his fault or anything. But we get home and the blinds were too short for the patio door, and we were so focused on the width we didn't think about the length. And then the other 3 that you just saw in the bathroom, I ended up taking those back because once they're cut, they say you can't return them. So that's why we couldn't return the ones for the patio door, because we had cut them. And this handrail is so dirty, and I do 2 different angles. Like right now, this is one angle. I did this on my phone, and it's filthy. It is so dirty. But I thought it would be a good possibly a good shot. I mean, I tried to record it. I didn't do too good of a job. I didn't know how to get the right angle. And that darn microfiber cloth, everything was sticking to it, all the dirt and the hair and everything. And then this is painted, so the paint was kind of coming up. But, you know, I'm assuming that they were going to repaint it. I just wanted to make sure it was clean, whether they repainted it or not. You can see the paint, like, coming up right there. It does that through the whole thing. I don't know if anyone else has issues when they're recording around family, but I had to turn the video down in this a little bit on this video because there was music in the background, and I don't want to make other people turn their music down. I just figure out a way to edit it out, like by doing a voiceover. So there's that in this video where I have to turn hopefully I don't get a copyright on anything. But also I have failed in this last 30 minutes to thank everyone for watching. I appreciate all of my subscribers and everyone that watches and likes and comments. And I do want to say that people are probably noticing that I don't really shout anyone out. And it's just because I don't want anyone to get their feelings hurt or feel like why she's mentioning this person, why isn't she mentioning me? I just don't want to leave anyone out. And it would take me a long time to list everybody off. You know, there's a lot of people that I enjoy commenting back on, who watch my videos, who support me. And right there on that wall, those drips going down the wall, that drives me nuts here in editing because I know that I missed that spot. I didn't, that the Windex dripped down the wall, and Windex was the only thing I could use besides water. I didn't really have any the proper necessarily cleaning stuff for this. I don't even know what would be considered appropriate. But anyway, those spots dripping down there, I missed it, and hopefully it didn't stain or discolor the wall. Because, you know, it was Windex, that blue Windex. Okay. But, so yeah, back to, I appreciate everyone. And one of these days, I'm going to make a list of everyone. But once again, I mean, you can't, it's impossible to list everyone and to call out and shout out everyone that I appreciate. And you know who you are. I know you know who you are. But I don't know. Maybe I will someday. But right now, I just don't want to miss anybody. Don't want to leave anybody out. So anyway, this is the second view of me cleaning the handrail. Hopefully, it's a good view. And then me and Christopher go along, and once again, we had to wipe down and clean the baseboards for them to paint. Getting ready to wrap up the video here. In a minute, I am going to be doing a voiceover. I mean, not a voiceover. I'm doing the voiceover. It's going to be the walkthrough. And it's not the final result, like the final result, because I did notice some things as I was doing the walkthrough. So it's not going to be 100% perfect, 100% moved out. Me and Jeremy left this day and didn't go back. That was it. We were done. And Christopher still had some things, you know, that he was going to take with him to where he was moving to. And I thought Christopher was going to be moving here, but he decided to stay somewhere else just because of his job, closer to his job. Transportation, you know, his car His car is older car and not good for the road necessarily. So, yeah, it's interesting to see everything moved out of here. I didn't think we'd get it done quickly as we did. And we wanted to give enough time, obviously for the move. And luckily, it's not like they were moving to another apartment where they had, excuse me, where they had to move in and move out basically the same day. I don't understand how people do that. How you can move out and in the same day and clean up the place you're moving from all in the same day. Basically, that's what you're doing. If you had to be out by, I don't know, how do you do that? I guess you have to get the apartment a month before. I don't know. I've never done that either. But luckily, they didn't have to wait for one apartment to be available for them to move in and then move out and all that. I don't know. So, and now this is like I said, the busiest time of year to move, according to the U-Haul guy, at least in our area. I mean, you would think that's correct because you have the college students coming back if you're in a college town. And as I'm getting to the end of the video, I'm thinking, oh, that's sad. They'll never be in this apartment again. 5 years, there's lots of memories here in this apartment for them and for our family. During that 5-year period, we've lost the 3 pets. Well, 3 dogs that were in that apartment, and I don't know, just thinking about all the memories there, good and bad. Not bad, but the good ones and the not so good ones. And, losing a pet is a bad memory. It's one of the things that happened while they were there. 5 years. I think Jeremy was 20 when they moved in there, I think. And then Christopher, I don't know how old he was. I'm not good with numbers. But here comes the walkthrough. Thanks for watching. That's the mini blind that they gave Christopher, and he couldn't put it up because it's a different bracket. What about this light bulb, Christopher?
She said it's fine. I asked her.
Okay, hopefully she said it's fine. Okay, that's right. Whoops. Hate these things. Is because they have this curved bathtub. a flat, straight curtain rod. So the curtain wouldn't, the water would just come straight down. Come straight down on the curtain, onto that part there, and then just go off. So hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't say anything about that. He still has to do, clean the washer. Replacing the carpet. Uh-oh, Christopher. He's got his lights still up. Fans need to be cleaned. I didn't know there was an attic access up here. And some of this is like the redo of the stuff. This texture, terrible, terrible, terrible. He scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it. You know, it was dirty when they moved in. This is clean. Yep. That's clean. Okay. They said not to worry about the door. They've been here 5 years. And Christopher fixed this tray. Putting his body through the wall. And then this last thing. Oh, Christopher. And then there's mask or something way. There's mask or something way up there.
Then we got this monitor thing. We got someone sit there in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh. That was for free. Okay. We're gonna be replacing the refrigerator too, but it is perfect and clean. And I already have footage of that, but I'll do it again. A couple of lids. There's a little bit of stuff up in that one. I don't know if you want to get it down, Christopher. There's a little bit of stuff in the middle one above the microwave. A little bit, yeah. That's on the inside. Nothing I can do about that. Really nice and clean. Okay. Don't forget this drawer. I don't know. That could be wiped out. And then you got your paint. Is that the paint they gave you or something?
It's the same color as the walls and everything else.
Oh, that's what they gave you?
Color matches at Home Depot.
Oh. You should have dampened that down.
Huh?
You should have dampened that down.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Right there at the corner so it doesn't get stuck in the way.
Okay, everything looks good. Okay. I was continuing on. Yeah, the only thing I see is those lights in there. The lights in your room on the ceiling. Oh, and I didn't take these down. That's dirty, but they're gonna paint over that. They said don't worry about it. We took all the blinds down to help them because they're gonna be replacing them. Oh, I forgot this one. How did I forget this? How? Okay, that's the walkthrough. I'm gonna take those down.